The sound of Tim's alarm filled him with rage, and promptly went on to ruin the rest of his entire day. His medication tasted like dead ants. He didn't know why or how, but Tim knew this was going to be a terrible day. Tim hated school. At lunch, his neighbour approached him and said, "Yo dude, come meet me at the storm drain after school. No kizzy." Tim said yes, having nothing better to do with this afternoon. With his neighbour nowhere in sight, it was time for Tim to investigate. Tim never spoke of what he saw that day, nor did he ever enter a storm drain again. His neighbour's body was never found. Tim liked knives. He liked chopping. He liked slicing, and dicing, and cutting. And sometimes, on the weekends, he would go down to the local park, find a homeless man, and more often than not, he found himself replacing sleep with energy drinks. Tim's perpetual search for the prime ratio between sleep and caffeine appeared unending. This left him in a form of voluntary insomnia. However, as he began to sleep less, he noticed that the demons became a lot more, noticeable. That night, he dreamt of sleeping. Tim thought it was a really nice day. He drank some water, and ate his breakfast, and zipped up his hoodie. His medication still tasted like dead ants, but that was okay. He went to school, felt alright, came home, and had a good night's sleep. Tim thought it was a really nice day. He drank some water, and ate his breakfast, and zipped up his hoodie. His medication still tasted like dead ants, but that was okay. He went to school, felt alright, came home, and had a good night's sleep. It was a day. He drank some cheese, and ate
some toast,
and zipped up his skin. His medication came out in the form of dead ants. He went to school, felt just the slightest bit off, came home, and thought about death. The way Tim saw it, most people had awful lives. If he had to spend every day of the rest of his life waking up and going to work and sleeping and waking up and going to work and sleeping and waking up and going to work and sleeping, he would probably find a nice tall building. Tim was going to burn down his school. His wooden, oh so flammable school would burn. Oh, it would burn. School would be ending early today. Finally, they were all gone. Sometimes, the biggest villains come from within. You know, those deep, dark parts of ourselves we try to hide from society? Those dark thoughts we never actually act on. But sometimes, just sometimes, they slip out. Maybe Tim wasn't really ever real, but he's gone now, and you're next.